upon check, kindly advise that we're good to go. We go again.
Francis, media man, no. Media man, no. Media man. Media man has no flag.
Now, just under 2 days ago, myself, especially with the support of my friend, a legendary pool player, a legendary former Ugandan champion, he's called Sula Matovu. He became pregnant with the idea, and then with work done between myself and himself, we did invite the, without a shadow of a doubt, best player on the African continent at that time, in the name of ADEN Joseph, to come from Gauteng, Johannesburg in South Africa to have a tour of Uganda. Our intention was for him to have a series of money matches and participate in Ugandan comps and weekly comps and share the environment of what it is to play with a Ugandan pool population, and then of course utilize the occasion and have financial gains for both the players and, if possible, for ourselves as organizers. ADEN Joseph did arrive together with his teammate and friend. He's called Rivalry to Kampala just around 2 years ago. They did play in one tournament in Uganda. They also had money matches, and I'm speaking about ADEN. He had matches with Lobola Simon the Computer, with Lokoma Hazard the Truth, with Senyanja Glorious, with Sejemba Ibra, and with Caesar Chandiga. Of all those matches, the 5 that he played in tournaments and the 5 money matches he played, there was one money match that became the toast of African pool, because in Uganda, in Kampala, with over 1,000 people supporting at Tickles and Giggles, a venue in Kampala, ADEN on the day only had one fan who was called Rivalry. He was able to come from 20 frames to 16 down, winning 5 frames in a row, including the first 4 with one visit of the table scissor, simply watching ADEN play. And then a frame number 41 that was played for just about 15 minutes, which came to be won by ADEN. It was the only time that I ever saw Caesar crying, and you are listening to someone that has seen his career grow from grass to grace, streaming his games all the way from 2020 up to present date. The pain with which Caesar had, with ADEN deciding to extend his East African tour from Uganda to Kenya, Caesar did make a decision with the support of a Kenyan manager who is called Jim Kush, who sponsored Caesar, moved him to Kenya, following ADEN Joseph up and extending the matches between Caesar and ADEN into a duology. In Nairobi, at Mchana Pub and Grill, ADEN was successfully revenged against by Caesar, because in a race to 21 with $4,000 at stake, Caesar won the money match. At the end of the year, that was 2023, ADEN and Caesar did face off again. again in Kenya after the Mchana Championship that was won by Caesar's international compatriot Ibrahim Sejemba. The following day was the completion of the trilogy between ADEN and Caesar. Again, it ended 21-20. Again, with Caesar coming from behind. Again, with Caesar winning against ADEN. Again, with $4,000 at stake. There was the African Championships and Holy Cup Championships in 2024. The following year, a tournament that was organized. So it was 2023 later in there. Tournament that was organized at the Grand Monte Casino Hotel. There was agreement between ADEN and Caesar that they face off again. This time Caesar's manager and sponsor for the battle, if I'm not mistaken, must have been a Tanzanian sponsor. I am forgetting the name. Sorry for not mentioning you. For $4,000 at stake. This time Caesar coming a real better over ADEN in South Africa at billiards in front of a cheering crowd, mostly over ADEN, but also myself getting surprised that Caesar did have a good share of the funds, most especially Marisa Sifo-Mohansi. And Caesar beat ADEN, this time by 21 frames to 18. In as far as regards money matches, they got to face off again last year at Billiards Cafe. At the Billiards Cafe Double Life Championship, a tournament of this same magnitude as this one that you are watching. They faced off in that Double Life tournament in Caesar's second life. He was defeated in the round of last 32. I was just saying that at Billiards Cafe in the comp, that match was won by 9 frames to 6, ADEN coming the better of Caesar. That tournament got to be won by ADEN, but Caesar was not done, as if it was a trick or a trap. He invited ADEN to another money match after the competition. That money match by 21 frames to 15 was won by Caesar. And of late, just under 2 weeks ago, ADEN and Caesar again met off in a 4-man comp that was organized in Cape Town in South Africa. Caesar was able to defeat ADEN in one of his lives because it was double elimination, a comp that was won by Caesar after he defeated ADEN. But again, ADEN was not done. He decided to move Caesar from Cape Town to Johannesburg, ADEN's own backyard, in a money match. It was the biggest thumping over either of the two in a long race because the race was won by ADEN. Again, the two giants of African pool are getting to face off this time in the second life semi-final of the Queen's Sports Club Double Elimination Championship. This tournament is one of those big African comps that ADEN Joseph has never won. It has Caesar as defending champion. The winner progresses to the second life final, where they will face off against the winner of the match between Sakala Timothy Onida and Stanford Given Gente of Malawi. Those of you who are watching either on Facebook and YouTube, I believe that you can watch that match as well in the periphery.
Thank you, Papa.
And yes, as well,
Thank you, Papa. Thank you.
as ADEN does pretty much exactly what Caesar did. With one visit over the table, he equalizes. It is ADEN 1 and Caesar 1. And yes, I am streaming this match on 2 platforms. The Facebook stream is on my Facebook page, Break and Finish Live. The YouTube stream is on my YouTube channel, Peter Chobe Live. Both streams so far are looking pretty beautiful and flawless, and they do have the same exact commentary. It is ADEN 1 and Caesar 1. In the meantime, the players' names are being represented instead by their national flags and scoreboard and country names, with the scoreboard that is on the top left of your screen, with ADEN being represented by the rainbow flag of South Africa, and then Caesar being represented by the black, yellow, and red of Uganda. Once again, ADEN 1, Caesar 1, live commentary following shortly. You have the microphone. Clap. You have the microphone. If you had one, you just give it. And by the way, the Uganda-South Africa rivalry is matching on even in the ladies category. The second live semi-final is on in what is the biggest match of the continent this year in the ladies category. South Africa's legendary player Nicola Razo is 4 frames to nil down. Uganda's Rukia Naiga is in the lead. But I want to say again that outside most especially Caesar, there is not too much rivalry on the table itself between Ugandans and South Africans, and you are listening to a Ugandan. It is simply this guy that has tried to demystify the notion that South African pool is way on another level. I personally believe that the best players on the African continent are largely South African, but maybe Caesar will be saying no, because he always gives them a pretty bloody nose. 1-1 between ADEN and Caesar. Please keep me company for the next maybe 1 hour and 10 minutes, because it is race to 9 for 90 minutes. You can check how much time for which this match has been ongoing. And who doesn't remember that very dramatic match in the previous first life semi-final between Wetsi and Harry? That one provided for me what is so far the moment of the tournament, where Wetsi did play those time delaying tactics which later got to work against him. The match going on to penalties, and then he got to win and qualify for the first live final after winning 3-2 on penalties against Harry. Here comes Caesar. He's having the little work of 2 reds, one of them pretty easy. The second, he needs to use the support of Eden's yellow at the corner pocket on the bottom right, probably to widen the pocket. He may need to put that red ball off the cushion and off the yellow in the center shot, moving the white ball towards the top end of the table where the black ball is. It will have to be put into the center pocket on the left, and he has to be accurate on the pot first. Here comes the shot, backspin, lovely skill by the guy that is called the Scorpion. Caesar Chandiga 2, Aiden Joseph 1.
Here we go, Aiden. Here we go. Here we go, Aiden. Here we go. Here we go, Aiden. Here we go. Come on, Aiden. Come on, the postman. Don't share fun tips. Don't say. Come on, the postman. Come on, the hyena. Tell everything. You meet at the phone. No evidence. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Joseph. Don't say it. Go, Papa. Aiden Joseph. Don't say it. Don't say it. Aiden Joseph. Remember the name.
Now, dear viewers, there is the same exact audio for Aiden versus Caesar on Break and Finish Live and Queen's Pool Academy, as well as Peter Chobe Live on Facebook and YouTube, respectively. Welcome to African Pool Plus. Getting chance to stream games like this one for a streamer like myself, like Cravo, like Francis, is living in streamer's paradise. You have the opportunity to realize your passion. You have the opportunity to make so many people happy. And on both pages where this feed is on, we are way over 2,000 people watching. Thank you, Africa.
Come on, the post. Come on, the post. Go, make it, Papa. Go. Come on, the post. Go, Papa. Go, Papa.
The match that has started at very high speed has now gotten just a little bit too slow. Aiden on the reds, Caesar on the yellows, with an almost full capacity Queen's Pool Arena. Caesar will pretty much be playing safe, hide white ball behind the black after hitting the yellow, and Aiden is snookered. Until Aiden finds his red, he will be seeing no way that he will be surviving this frame off the cushion and finds the red. He's, however, still surviving under very thin margins. Maybe that will be a tempting shot for Caesar. The white ball causes to the yellow ball causes to the white is a little bit portable to the center pocket on the right, but off Aiden's red. If he can play that shot, most especially if he can get it right, maybe this frame will be as good as gone. Here comes Caesar Chandiga, the Ugandan Scorpion, the pride of Lira, the happiness of Gulu, the joy of Kampala, the emblem of Uganda, taking on the South African ghost, Aiden Joseph, the pride of Johannesburg, the two-time champion of the continent, the envy of many. Trying to play red ball off the cushion, trying to bank it to the corner pocket onto the top left. That's the shot. Shot is inaccurate. Advantage, Caesar. In the biggest match in the ladies category, I'm informed Nicola Razo has pulled one back against Rukia Naiga of South Africa and Uganda respectively. He is taking way more time, Caesar, than he normally does. Be reminded that these two guys, of all the big continental stars, face off more times than any other. Maybe the other match that happens more regularly, a little bit closely regularly, is the action between Caesar and Jerry. And then, of course, ADEN and Jerry, of course, face off quite a number of times. How about that? For a shot that would have opened up the frame the more, Caesar's would be undoing is the fact that his yellow ball is played almost dead near the center pocket on the right. Caesar is attempting a safety hide white ball right behind the yellow. Yes, that is impressive safe shooting. I want to imagine that so far, at the start of the match, the Scorpion is thinking better. A lot of reasons for which ADEN will want to defeat Caesar. A lot of reasons for which Caesar will want to defeat ADEN, but important of them all is that whoever loses this match will unfortunately be exiting the tournament. That was close, but not close enough. A chance like this, it very seldom happens that this champion will allow you back on the table. Frame number 4 is going the way of the Ugandan. Caesar Chanika trying to put back to the corner pocket on the top right to make it 3-1 to lead, to need 6 out of the remaining frames. Yes, he does. Black is sunk. The Scorpion 3 and the Ghost 1. Race to 9. My apologies for those who are watching on the YouTube stream. The internet at the place is buffering, but it normally happens for some seconds, at most 1 or 2 minutes, and then it solidifies once again. And I think as I speak, the images are getting better. Please accept my apologies. Kindly be patient. It is going to be okay. As the network now becomes better, the defending champion is in business here. A bounce of the white ball off the cushion, moving white ball near the top end of the table where black is. With pinpoint accuracy, Caesar is on a black which can put on another day even with his eyes closed, and leads by 4 frames to 1 against ADEN. The ghost is in trouble. From my commentary position is one guy who is supporting Caesar so fondly, that is Malvan Mkonza. Maybe for some reason one of them that his teammates with Caesar, at least at club, at management level, because they are under the management of Atta, the two of them, and then maybe for another reason that ADEN got to beat Maluva in the quarterfinals, in the round of last 16 in Maluva's second life. Meanwhile, it is 2-2 between Sakala and Jinte. It is 4-1 Caesar leading against ADEN in what is so far the biggest match of the tournament. The only match that can come any bigger than this one can only be the final. Thank you for watching. Tatenda, Alex David, John Bosco, Michael Kalema, Betty Tabitha, John Morenzi, Kevin Kaboha, saying Caesar is the Ghostbuster, don't be funny, Kevin, Lord Salmasimenta, Martin Izara, Kat Deep Sessions, Enos, yes, and all of you who are watching on Facebook. I'll also be shouting out to a few friends, those are watching on YouTube, a few friends who are watching on Facebook, most especially Fiona Amandra Opichia, the Secretary for Condolences in Uganda, Geoffrey Wako, Moses Bukenya Bike. I know that he's living in dreamland because the scores are going according to how he will want. And yes, Davis Ahumuza, Robin Tausha, Crash Valeria, Roderick Chaunota, and Gulem Pendolo. Thank you guys for watching. You are watching so far the biggest match of this competition so far. The Ghost from South Africa, ADEN Joseph, is 4 frames to 1 down against the Scorpion from Uganda, Caesar Chandiga. The winner of this match shall proceed to the final of the second life. The loser shall be proceeding home. And the one similarity about what happened at the start of the tournament for both of these players is that ADEN was defeated in the first round of his first life by his international teammate Jeremiah Naido Ganda by 9 frames to 6. Caesar was defeated by his friend and Zimbabwean best player for the moment, that is Eshka Chimbwanda, by 9 frames. Sorry, it was 8 frames to 6. And yes, Eshka won the match on time rule. That is how both of them have played the hard way, going through, by the way, both of them, a very hard path into their second life, and finding themselves in the semi-final where they are clashing to try and sort out each other once more, like it has been so many times before. I like to say that when it comes to comps, it has been ADEN that has been very, very dominant against Caesar. I've just talked about the period Cafe Double Elimination Cup last year, so it was double life. The victory was for ADEN. I also remember one of the first international matches that Caesar played in at the OIDC in Lusaka, East and Southern African Championships in 2021. The tournament was won by ADEN, taking positions number 1 and 2, and he beat Caesar in one of the lives. They've also faced off once or twice in international matches when it comes to the national team matches, and I do remember the All Africa Championships in 2019 when they faced off. Victory was for ADEN. He's getting victory at least in frame number 6. We the one to top the table. He is down, but not out. ADEN 2, Caesar 4. Rest to 9.
They are holding an umbrella for us, like, don't say it. ADEN Joseph, don't tell her, don't say it. Come on, the hyena. You eat everything, the meat and the bone side. You leave no evidence. Come say it. Come on, the Joseph brothers. Come on, Mr. TJ.
It is one of those matches where you just get a feeling that maybe ADEN is not at his maximum best. These two players sometimes get the best out of each other. These two players have got so many people to fall in love with pool. Personally, as a streamer, I got a huge influx of a South African following when I streamed the tour of ADEN in Uganda. That tour also got a lot of fan base for Caesar, because while he lost the match against ADEN, by the way, in my opinion, they have played both of these players so many races against each other, but that race that was won by ADEN in Kampala by 21 frames to 20, if you go back and look at that race, which is also right on this platform, especially those who are watching on YouTube, it is the best advert for pool that both of them have put up. And that was close to a foul by Caesar. There's a lot of noise that is coming from the stands from one player who is a big fan of ADEN, Pila Mazambani, saying all that he normally does. Probably you can hear his voice in the background. He's saying that ADEN eats everything, including the meat and the bones. Funny Pila. Frame number 7 is upon us and is seemingly going the way of the Scorpion after just one very good shot. I like to say that the rest is a formality. Roll of white ball to the corner pocket into the bottom right with the big top spin, white ball bouncing off the bottom cushion and moving towards the middle of the table where he has a yellow ADEN that is just in front of the red. He has to be careful not to get himself snookered before he can play that yellow. It has to be a full body stretch by ADEN. He has to be careful. He could even foul with his body kissing the red. It is a very safe shot. He has made it look a little bit easier than it is. He has enough grip, in my opinion, for the yellow to the center pocket on the left. It makes the rest of the frame easy to finish. most especially if the finisher is ADEN. He may actually put both yellows in the same shot, which is something he will not be wanting. He came close to that, he avoided that, and he is fully in business.
They are just leading.
Here comes ADEN Joseph. He could get himself snookered. I'm not sure. I think he's safe. He's very safe. ADEN 3, Caesar 4, rest to 9.
I know I refuse come right in. Come on, Scorpion. I man, no more asking, son. Come on, Caesar. We give them hope, we take it back now, son. Come on, Caesar. Come, Caesar, Shakiga like the man. No more asking. Come on, Scorpion. Give him the time, it is for you, son. Come on, Shakiga like the man. Oh. That's the way out, son. Come on, Shakiga, baby. Come on, Caesar. Make a plan, man. Make a plan. You are a big joke. Come on, man. Come on, Caesar. Come on, Caesar. Come on, Shakiga, man. Remember, you are in the jungle. No water, no food, man. Come on, Caesar. No more asking, boy. No more asking. Come on, Caesar, Shakiga, like the man.
One of those moments when the fight is on, the fighter is on, and the fault is the player being fought is on. The hunter is hunting, the hunted is hunting. Caesar on the verge of making it 5. You just admire his calm demeanor. even under pressure. Scorpion 5, Ghost 3. The other Uganda-South African news is that Rukia Naiga has defeated Nicola Razu in what has been a very big match in the ladies category. She qualifies Rukia for the final of her second life. Nicola Razu has gotten her tournament come to an end. ADEN needs a big break here, aiming for the second ball. Hits the second ball. Not a very good split of the balls, but gets to successfully pot 1 red and 1 yellow, leaving an open table. Yellow balls positioned a little bit better, but none of them easily potable. He's a little bit out of sorts, ADEN, even in his body language. And this frame is so crucial to both ADEN and Caesar in this match. He knows, ADEN, that if Caesar goes 6 frames to 3 up, it will be very unlikely that lead will be surmounted by ADEN. The table is closed. ADEN does take the risk, and I'm calling it a risk, playing the reds and putting the reds, and closing the table, playing the reds. He's never shy of providing amusements, ADEN Joseph. Every time you watch him play, every time you watch his opponent play, you get to see something in the match, and I'm talking of something special. And if we can finish this frame, I believe it will be one of the best finished of all 9 frames that have been played in the match so far. ADEN Joseph taking the risk, playing the relatively hard red game, and it is on the verge now, in my opinion, after playing recovery shots, 2 or 3 of them in order, now putting himself in pole position to win frame number 9. Red to the center pocket on the right. He will have big white ball bounce off the top cushion, moving towards the left direction. He will want to put the last red to the corner pocket on the bottom right. Very good shooting from ADEN. One frame that, as an opponent of ADEN, it may get you having to grow goosebumps, especially seeing a clearance this good. This is where I say the rest is a formality. ADEN versus the black by break and finish to come within 1 frame of Caesar again, and he sinks the black in. It is ADEN 4, it is Caesar 5. Race to 9.
Come on, boss. Come on, the hyena. What's it?
And a polite reminder, dear viewers, that from wherever you're watching this action, be it on Facebook or YouTube, please don't forget to like the video. He will be wary, Caesar, that when ADEN is the opponent, the best way of winning a frame is by winning it the way of break and finish, the way of elbow. An open table in which I think Caesar will have the temptation to try and play yellows. Not easy to finish, by the way. The better positioned balls are the reds, but Caesar is nominating the yellows. It looks like a controversial decision, just like Eden did a controversial decision to play a would-be bad color of balls in terms of positioning in the frame number 9. Caesar is now playing yellows. By the way, I believe that you are following the match as well that is in the background of the stream between Gente and Sakala. Most especially for the reason that the winners of both of those matches get to face off later today against each other in the second live final. So there will be two finals at the same time. The first live final between Wetsi and Gente. Then the second live final between the winner of this match and Sakala, only if Sakala wins that match. If Gente wins, then yes, it will be one match at a time. A foul by Caesar. An opportunity by ADEN to equalize for the very first time in the match. The last time in this match that the scores were level were before a frame was played, because it was level only when it was 0-0. And I thank all of you who are deciding to spend your Monday morning and Monday afternoon by following this tournament just like you have been for the last 3 days. This one is the fourth. The entire African fraternity has been having their eyes glued to their screens, on their phones, on their laptops, on their televisions, all watching this tournament, which is growing bigger and bigger and bigger every time out that it is organized. Be reminded that it first was organized in the year 2022, won by South Africa's Jeremiah Naido, and then in 2023 it was won by Uganda's Caesar Chandiga. The event in 2024 was postponed to 2025 earlier in the year, simply to have all of the organization top notch, and indeed everything that is happening here is top notch. Thank you Host Towers, thank you Nevson Select Aggregates, and thank you Zimbabwe. This tournament is a classic advertisement for African pool. The Ghosts now doing ghost things here. He is trying to mount a very big comeback. If he does win this match, Eden, it will be one of the more famous victories that he has ever gotten against Caesar. And while many fans may think Caesar is favorite because he has gotten the lion's share of victories on Eden, most especially in long races, in tournaments, in comps, it is the exact opposite. I don't. In fact, the only time, if my memory serves me right, that Caesar has defeated Eden in the comp is that comp that happened about 2 weeks ago in Cape Town. That Foreman comp in which Caesar defeated both Eden and Jerry. I like to say that the rest of frame number 10 will be a formality, as the Ghost from Johannesburg is just about to equalize against the Scorpion from Kampala. A black ball as easy as this one, even with his eyes closed, Eden will be fancying his chances. I like the focus even when the ball looks as easy as this one, especially for a player of this level. Eden will sink in the black and make it 5-5 in a race to 9. Once again, Eden 5, Caesar 5. It is now a race to 4.
Come on, the hyena.
You are welcome to top-notch African pool. This one is a pool party for the players. Lots of ways to win, not just on the table when you win. Everybody who is here as a player has got another friend from a different country. There are lots of connections that are set from tournaments like this one. There is money to win, yes, but there is good time to have. There is lots of stress to kill. Of course, sport is a doctor. Who doesn't know that? And for you, the fans, yes, this tournament has really been an internet sensation. And in my opinion, of all comps that have been organized in the history of the African continent, this tournament has been the most watched. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 triples for the two different tables on which the two semi-finals are. And yes, every stream is having a good number of viewers. It is getting hotter and tighter and tenser between ADEN and Caesar. It is becoming too close and too tense and too tough to call. For the first 20 minutes of this match, Caesar was in a class of his own. For the next 20, Caesar was playing second fiddle to ADEN. For the remaining 20, we shall pretty much certainly be knowing who the winner will be. It can end on the table, ultimately, with whoever of these ones will win the next 4 frames without the opponent winning 4. But it can also end of time. Please be reminded that it is a race to 9, being timed at exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes. At the elapse of 1 hour and 30 minutes, whoever will be in the lead will be the winner. At the elapse of 1 hour and 30 minutes, if the scores are level, then we shall have penalties. I've also been advised that even though there will be an ongoing frame, irrespective of how many balls are left, even if time elapses with one player just about to play the black, it shall still be penalties if the scores are level. Representing Uganda and Advanced Talent Agency is the Scorpion. Representing Flames Pub and Grill and South Africa is the Ghost, Aiden Joseph. The two guys that when they normally meet each other cause a flood of the internet, just like it is now. I'm not so certain that Caesar will be happy with this shot, especially given the position of the white. He does not have full sight of the red. It is partly intercepted by ADEN's yellow. The opening came just a little short by just about a quarter of a centimeter. Caesar seems to be trying nonetheless to play the very short with a little bit of mass shot around ADEN's yellow, and misses the shot. In my opinion, that was too risky. Of course, it will give him the win, pretty much assured if it had gone in. But the fact that it was risky, sometimes you simply need to play to pot a ball. Sometimes when you are not, when you're in a little bit of danger, don't risk as much as Caesar has. And ADEN is going for a 6th. 6 yellows on the table. The one that you can surely put without too much difficulty is the one that is close to the black at the top end of the table. Of course, one of the yellows that is near that corner packet on the bottom left is also potable. The one that is in between those 3 that are almost lining up in a straight line. He's going for the one at the top end of the table, having white ball bounce of 2 cushions, moving towards the lower end of the table, just like that. He could open up the one in the center pocket. The opening is on, but doesn't open the ball enough. It just lacked a little bit of power. 5-5. Frame number 11 is upon us. At its end, we shall have one of these players leading against the other. And if ADEN wins it, he will be leading in the match for the very first time. He's going for bank shot of the yellow to the center pocket on the right where he's standing. If he gets it, he'll probably win the frame. Very good shooting from the post. The rest is a formality. He's probably playing yellow to the center pocket. He's probably spinning white ball backwards for whatever reason. The reason was to have accurate white for both of the remaining yellows. Could start with whichever of the two he will want, and I believe he will be having the same exact result. He will want to put both of them to the same corner pocket on the bottom left, just like that. Now when he puts the last yellow, he will need the white ball to bounce off the bottom cushion. Actually, he's playing drop back, bouncing off the cushion near the center pocket where he's having his hands. Look at the ghost, playing ghost things against his biggest opponent on the African continent. He will be leading for the very first time in the match after winning frame number 11. It is ADEN 6 and Caesar 5. ADEN is 3 frames away, size 4 frames away out of the remaining 7. Once again, ADEN 6 and Caesar 5.
There we go, Aiden. There we go. 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 You are the ghost, the only ghost, the one and only ghost, the only ghost, the only ghost.
Thank you for watching, Judge Jensen Oreng. You are watching the Facebook stream. You say that you know half of Ugandan hate teams cause the abuse of the scorpion, but give the man respect. I think you are referring to ADEN. Now let me tell you one story. Ugandans are just passionate about pool. When ADEN came, they always supported whoever it is, the Ugandan that was playing against ADEN. But after the matches, fans were lining up for selfies with the ADEN. That much I can tell you that ADEN is a big star in Uganda. And when he toured the country, he caused an influx of fans at each and every venue that he played. He is pretty loved that much, I can assure you. He is starting to play Caesar out of confidence. ADEN's confidence has grown. If he wins this ongoing frame, I would opine that he will be the overwhelming favorite to win the match. I like to say that I said many times before that in the recent past, Caesar has been the hottest player on the African continent, most especially the number of comps that he has been winning the last 2 years. About 26 in Zambia, more than 50 in Uganda, some in Kenya, some in Tanzania, some in South Africa, some in Morocco. And also he's going to be participating in the World Heibo Championships for the 3rd year in a row, this time as Joy Heibo Chinese ambassador. However, I like to say that it is also my opinion that between ADEN and Wetsi, you get the greatest African player ever to play pool, because of the fact that ADEN and Wetsi have won the African Championships twice, and Wetsi has been world champion amongst a number of trophies in and around South Africa, including comps like this one where ADEN has got some of them which are a little bit countless, as he gets to miss a shot which grants Caesar a chance to play in this frame that at one time I was expecting that he may not. The frame is alive, Caesar is alive, ADEN is alive, the match is alive. In the meantime, the silence at the arena is because Stanford Given Gente is leading by 7 frames to 3 against Timothy Onida Sakala. Very likely that Gente is qualifying both of his lives into the final respectively of his first and second life. That means that if the scores go as the current complexion of the match, we are not going to be having both finals at the same time, because the same player will be having to involve himself in both matches. It shall be Jinte versus one of those two. It shall also be Jinte versus Wetsi. That is how good it can now turn out to be as a player when you take both of your lives in the tournament as far as possible. Aiden going for the bank. That was magic. I really love these two players. As a streamer, some of the best shots I have ever recorded ever are from these two. Many of them are from these two.
Aiden Joseph. Aiden Joseph. Remember the name. Aiden Joseph. Aiden Joseph.
Dear viewers, once again, kindly do not forget to like the video. Dear YouTubers, we are over 1,000 watching and yet less than 100 have liked. Please like the video. Also Facebookers, please like the video. We have seen so many moments of magic. That one was also one of them. The kind of shooting that has Caesar open up his red frame, having all red balls close as possible to respective pockets. Thank you for watching. Funka Sonny Boy BSK. You are asking me to recognize you. I do recognize you in full, sir. This one is like frame number 12's finishing lap for the Scorpion. A red to the center pocket on the right, a red to the center pocket on the left, two more reds to the corner pocket and to the bottom right, having the white ball to move almost the whole of the length of the table towards the top end where the black is, because I believe that Caesar will be wanting to put it to the center pocket on the left where he's trying to put this black. He's going actually for the bank and misses the bank. I think at some point in this match from the Scorpion, game reading has been a little bit of an issue. When you have chance as a player to move the white ball to a position where you can put a ball straight, don't go for the bank, because it is always a risk. Aiden with a chance to extend his lead to 2 frames by leading by 7 frames to 5. What is this kind of shooting? That was so close to one of the best shots from some of Aiden's fondest fans, most especially Pila Mazambani. He is one good shot away from winning frame number 12. He aims and aims and aims at the yellow and aims this time and shoots and misses. My apologies, most especially to the YouTubers, not the Facebookers. You missed the clearance of Caesar because there was an internet glitch. When the video is done, you will have a look at it again because the YouTube stream remained on where there was a glitch. Of the 6 frames that ADEN has lost, out of 12, I think frame number 12 will be the most painful because he came so close to winning it. At one time, he became so elaborative. He took some risk. But again, when you think of it again, ADEN is a risk taker. He's never shy of trying out that shot, which is very difficult on the eye. But that shot which he believes he possibly can, and that shot which gives him the match. A race to 3 now between ADEN and Caesar. If the Ghost wins this ongoing frame, he will come within 2. And the news is that the fight of Timothy Onida, Eskimotos, the Zimbabwean Sakala in this competition has been brought to an end. It is official that Malawi's Stanford Given Jinte is in the finals of both of his lives. If he wins both of them, he wins positions number 1 and 2. Without a shadow of a doubt, I don't know who will win this competition, but for now, he is the best player in the tournament. And for those of you who are watching from Malawi, I will say that from that performance, congratulations. ADEN is contemplating which of the 3 reds he can play first. One of them is a problem ball. The one near the center pocket on the left, it is so close to Caesar's yellow. He may play to try and open it up with this kind of shooting. Look at the movement of the white ball. He may open it up in a way that is so dramatic and magical, but he came a little bit short. He doesn't open it, but he gets white ball good enough for him to put it no more. And I think he will be good in business. ADEN is poetry in motion. Now this one could be big. Put red to the corner pocket on the top right, white ball bouncing off the cushion and moving rightwards just like that. That is the best of the Ghost. The rest is a formality. He likes to entertain. This is entertaining. The same exact shot he has just played. He decides to play it easy, play it cool, play it roll, and is just about to lead again in the match. Black to the center pocket. ADEN 7, Caesar 6. Rest to 9. ADEN needing 2, and Caesar needing 3 out of the remaining 4.
This one again, ADEN Johnson. Moving away.
Come on, Johnny, come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching African Pool Plus.
Come on, Aiden. Come on, Aiden. Come on, the coast. Come on, the
One of the specialities of this match is the fact that these players may complete the race without asking for timeout. This one is the most important frame of the race so far, for the reason that if ADEN wins it, I think he will be just on the verge. Even Caesar being Caesar, it may not be likely for him to win 3 in a row. That is, if ADEN wins frame number 14. Put red to the corner pocket and the top right, open up the second dead ball. The opening is on, but it is played at the wrong end of the table. This shot is advantage Caesar. And from all the platforms that are streaming this match, by the way, Queen's Pool Academy, Facebook, Key Pixels Photography, Facebook and YouTube, Break and Finish Live, Facebook, Peter Chobe Live, YouTube. We are close to 5,000, close to 4,000 people watching this race tonight. Thank you, Africa. This sport is in a good place. Caesar going slow. I don't think that shot has been effective because his intention was to cover the pocket that is having the black ball behind with his own yellow. In the end, he has a little bit opened up ADEN's red. It is rollable to the corner pocket on the bottom left, either direct or off another of his reds. Goes for direct and gets the pot and could be taking this one just like that. To pot the red at the corner pocket and open up the 2 reds using white ball just to kick the yellow ball away. Just like that, he removes the red. But I don't think the resting position of the white ball will be favorable for ADEN. He is shaking his head, nodding in disbelief that maybe that move may come out a little bit unlucky. But he's never shy of producing a good shot when he needs one. Red to the center pocket, off Caesar's yellow, and off the jaw of that same center pocket. Not really. He came close, but not close enough. A very tricky position, this one for Caesar. I really doubt that the yellow ball he's trying to stroke at the center pocket is potable, whether direct or off ADEN's red. I know that the clock is ticking, but I am not so certain how much time is left. After this frame, I may have I'll have to ask the umpire. But yes, a maximum of 90 minutes or 1.5 hours for this match. While Caesar has spotted and displaced ADEN's red, I am not so certain that he will be happy with this. He will need the white ball to be drawn backwards, but in left motion, the would be easier way, and if I'm to make the word easy look realistic, is to try and put the yellow ball near the red to the corner pocket onto the bottom right of your screen. Better still, try and play any kind of safety. Aiden is at his seat and is anticipating another chance granted here. Caesar moves the white ball towards the bottom left, but I doubt he will be finding it easy. The yellow ball is portable. There is a little bit of risk, I have to say, of playing the yellow off the red. Maybe white ball playing red first. It is possible. It is also possible for the white ball to put the red in the same shot. But Caesar gets himself snookered. Actually, he is not snookered. There is full passage of the white ball. That is one of the better clearances of the match from the Scorpion, and I'm assuming he cannot miss this black. An equalizer here. Aiden 7, Caesar 7, rest to 2. Ladies and gentlemen, a 3-minute timeout. When the match resumes, the commentary will resume, but we shall be having a very little rest too between Aiden and Caesar.
ADEN Joseph. Precious freshman there. Come on, the coach. Go. Right, big Papa, you're big. Come on, the hyena. Go, Papa. ADEN Joseph. Come say, go, Papa.
And dear viewers, kindly be informed that if in any way Caesar wins this ongoing frame, then this match will end in a decider. However, if ADEN wins it, then ADEN will be into the second live final, and Caesar's participation in the tournament will have come to an end. Caesar with yellow off the black, and it is a miss. That is the noise of the ADEN fans. Those who are from neighboring South Africa, those who are from Bulawayo, those who are from Harare, being led by ADEN's cheerleader, Mr. Kilani Mazambani. If ADEN finishes this red frame, that will be it for this match. And here is ADEN's victory lap. They are chanting one more ADEN. Highly likely that one more is coming from the coast. On the reds, which are now 6 in number. Caesar on the yellows, which are 4 in number. The player on the reds is the player on the table and likely to be the player that will win. On 5 reds now. With each shot that is taken, with each move that is made, there starts the worrying in Gulu, the agony in Kampala, the fear in Arua, and the sorrow in Lira, and signs of jubilation in Johannesburg because the umpire has waved the one finger that it is 1 minute to go. ADEN doesn't even need to play a single shot. I can call this match. ADEN Joseph has defeated Caesar because by the rules of black ball, 1 minute is accepted to take a shot, and yet ADEN needs to put 5 balls, and it is only seconds to go. He doesn't even need to play. Congratulations, ADEN. Congratulations, South Africa. ADEN defeats Caesar again. We shall only watch and enjoy the rest of the match, but the umpire is now free to ask the players to stop playing. The 1 minute seems to be just about to get done. ADEN may want to put the rest of the yellows and the black just as a formality. The umpire calls out the match. Time is up. ADEN defeats Caesar by 8 frames to 7, and the match is done on time. Caesar is not satisfied. He may want the umpire to show him the running time. Those who are watching on the YouTube stream, you may play the video backwards, but I don't want ADEN to leave without an interview. Congratulations, ADEN. That has been a big fight.
Yeah, it was a big fight.
You normally are the king of double life tournaments. Many times you win them with taking positions number 1 and 2. This time you will not be 1 and 2. You lost your first life in the first round. Do we expect to see ADEN fighting all the way from the second life and winning this cup?
Most definitely. I'm here to win. Come on.
Now there is a time when I interviewed you, you told me that you look forward to a match with Gente. Now, if you are to win this tournament, you must win Gente twice. What can we expect after ADEN versus Gente twice if Gente wins his second life?
Well, Gente is playing well, so it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. But I'm here to win.
For now, congratulations.